Good morning. I want to talk about something. It's a little more political maybe than I usually get, and I certainly am not an expert. Just a few thoughts for you, and it comes out of conversations I've been having recently. So to set the stage, when I left Macy's, I was able to secure a 2-month severance package. And so basically they paid for me to open my fly fishing store. But I really only needed a month, and that was to do the physical build out. So the first month I couldn't get into the location. I had pretty much everything set up, and Jennifer was still working. And the first week of that month was wonderful. I played video games and did some things around the house that I needed to do. But after that first week, it got really boring. But even more than that, I didn't feel fulfilled because I wasn't working. It was very, very interesting. I didn't feel productive. Because you see, in my humble opinion and in my biblical opinion, humankind is meant to work. And you say, well, there's people that I've met, people that I know who don't like to work, and they're lazy. And that's an anomaly. People aren't meant to be lazy. Sometimes we go through lazy phases, but ultimately we need to work to feel productive and to fulfill the way that God made us. And you say, well, work is a result of the fall of man. In Genesis, when man sinned against God, God cursed him and made him work. And that's true. It says, curses the ground because of you. Through painful toil, you will eat food from it all the days of your life. It will produce thorns and thistles. You'll eat from the plants of the field. By the sweat of your brow, you're going to work and do these things, is basically what it says. But what if I told you this, that man was meant to work even before the fall? Go to chapter 2, verse 15. It says this. It says, the Lord God took the man and put him in the Garden of Eden to work it and to take care of it. The difference here is before the fall, in Genesis 2, work was not hard. It wasn't laborious. It wasn't toil. After the fall, then it became much more difficult. Imagine that work that was fun and enjoyable. The point, though, is that we were created by God to work, to be productive, to be engaged in vocation. So if you are feeling a little bit off, if you are feeling unproductive, if you are feeling unfulfilled, that's natural and normal. And I'm so sorry for you. I'm fortunate to still be employed and working. For those of you who aren't, I pray for you God's encouragement. The one thing I do assure you is that you are valuable and loved by God no matter whether you're working or not. But what I would encourage you to do is to pray that God would give wisdom to our political leaders, for I don't know if all of them realize the psychological and the emotional impact of not being productive for society. And I wish they would take that into consideration and possibly begin to open things up a little bit more. We are meant to be productive. So I guess you can do things around the house, rearrange all those cabinets and cupboards that you've already done 3 or 4 times. But my prayer is for you that you find peace until you're able to go back out and be productive. And I thank you for your time and attention this morning once again. And stay in good health until we see each other again tomorrow. God's peace.